You've reached a point in your journey where it's clear you're about to step into the very pit that you've dug. It's a hard reality, but it's also a powerful one. This pit, this moment of struggle, is the product of your choices. But that's not a weakness. It's a reflection of your humanity. You are here at this crossroads because you've taken risks, because you've dared to be bold. Now you must face the fear, the uncertainty, and the discomfort that comes with it. And that fear is valid. It's a sign that you care, that you're willing to grow. It's an invitation to rise. The pit you stand at the edge of is not your end. It's your proving ground. Every struggle, every hardship has the power to shape you into something greater than you were before, but only if you let it. This is not a time to shrink back, not a time to retreat. You have a choice to remain stuck or to step forward with courage. Remember that it's not about avoiding the pit, it's about how you get through it. You are stronger than you give yourself credit for. And it's in these moments of challenge where you will find your true potential. There will be moments when you want to give up. The weight of your situation will seem unbearable, and it will feel like you're stuck in the deepest part of that pit. But know this, the same strength that got you here will be the force that lifts you out. You have within you a resilience that is unmatched. The struggle is not something to fear. It's the furnace that will mold you into a person capable of achieving things you've only dreamed of. You are not defined by this moment, but by how you rise from it. Today is the beginning of a new chapter, one where you face the challenge head on. Every step you take out of this pit is progress. Every ounce of effort you give, no matter how small, is a victory. The world may seem heavy right now, but each moment is a chance to prove to yourself that you can overcome it. Believe in your ability to persevere, because you have already shown you're capable of greatness. And remember, you are not alone. There's power in persistence, and success is born from every challenge you face. You are already on the path to something extraordinary. Taking ownership is a powerful, often challenging act of embracing responsibility for the choices we make, both the ones that led us to this moment and the ones that will follow. It's easy to point fingers, to blame circumstances or others for where we find ourselves. But true growth and transformation begin when we stop playing the victim and start acknowledging that the journey we're on, whether we love or hate it, is a result of our decisions. Whether those decisions were conscious or unconscious, intentional or made out of fear, the path we walk has been shaped by us. It's in this recognition that the seed of real change is planted. At this very moment, you stand at a crossroads where the weight of past actions may feel heavy. Maybe it feels like the mistakes and wrong turns have all led to a dead end, a pit of your own making. It's easy to get stuck in regret and self-blame, thinking about how different things could have been if only we'd acted differently. But this isn't about what could have been. It's about what is. Taking ownership means acknowledging the truth of where you are, not as a punishment, but as a lesson. You made choices. Some were the right ones, others were mistakes, yes. But all of them are opportunities for learning and growth. Without them, you wouldn't have the clarity or the strength to rise from this place. When you accept that you are the one who created this situation, you unlock the potential for change. Because now, instead of feeling like a victim of your circumstances, you become the author of your own story. You take back the power that's been slipping through your fingers. When you take ownership, you no longer sit back and wait for life to change for you. You realize that it's within your power to shift the narrative, to rewrite your path forward. But this takes courage, because to own your choices, you must also face the consequences of those choices. This is where true accountability comes into play. It's not about just accepting the good parts of your life, the victories and the triumphs. True ownership means facing the failures and the hard lessons with the same strength and clarity. Every time we choose to own our past decisions, we strengthen our ability to make better ones in the future. There's no growth without accountability. This doesn't mean being harsh on yourself or wallowing in regret. It means embracing the reality of your situation without shame, accepting that it's part of the bigger picture of who you are becoming. When you take ownership, you give yourself the power to change. This is where the magic happens. Not in waiting for external circumstances to improve, but in shifting your mindset to one where you are in control of your destiny. There's no more hiding behind excuses or blaming others. You begin to see that everything you've experienced, good or bad, has been a stepping stone to a more empowered you. It's a reminder that your future is not determined by the mistakes of the past, but by how you choose to rise from them. So, embrace this moment. Own it. Own your choices, own your past, and most importantly, own your future. The moment you accept full responsibility for where you are, you free yourself from the weight of regret. You give yourself permission to step forward, to make better choices, to create the future you want. Because at the end of the day, the power to shape your destiny lies within you. Fear is an instinctual response that every human experiences when faced with uncertainty, challenge, or danger. It's a natural reaction, one that has kept us safe throughout history, helping us avoid harm and navigate the unknown. But fear also has a tendency to hold us back, to make us question our abilities and decisions. When you're standing at the edge of a challenge, staring into the unknown, fear can feel overwhelming. It can freeze you, paralyze you, or make you second-guess every choice you've made to get to this point. It's easy to let fear control the narrative and become an obstacle that keeps you from taking the next step. But what if, instead of seeing fear as a barrier, you viewed it as a signal? A signal that you're about to push past your limits, stretch into new territory, and grow into someone greater than you were before. The discomfort that comes with fear is often mistaken for something negative, but is actually a crucial part of the process of growth. Discomfort is where transformation happens. If you've ever stepped into something that challenged you, something that pushed you to your limits, you probably felt the discomfort in your body and mind. It's a sign that you're doing something meaningful, something that matters. Growth doesn't happen in the safety of what's familiar. It happens when you venture outside your comfort zone. When you take that first step, even though your heart is pounding in your chest and your mind is filled with doubts. Discomfort is a reminder that you're pushing yourself beyond what you know. And that is where the magic of progress begins. It's essential to understand that fear is not something to avoid or try to eliminate. It's a part of the human experience. But what matters is how you respond to it. Do you let fear paralyze you, or do you use it as fuel to propel you forward? The most successful people in the world didn't let fear stop them from taking risks. They faced it head on. They acknowledged it, accepted it, and then chose to keep moving despite it. Every time you choose to take action in the face of fear, you strengthen your resilience. You teach yourself that fear doesn't have to dictate your choices. It can exist alongside courage. And you can keep moving forward with both. Fear, when faced and embraced, has the potential to be transformative. It forces you to confront the very things that make you uncomfortable, whether it's the fear of failure, judgment, or the unknown. But in doing so, you begin to understand that fear is not a signal to stop. It's an invitation to grow. You can move forward without encountering fear, and the longer you try to avoid it, the longer it will hold you back. The key is to look at fear as a stepping stone, not a roadblock. It's telling you that you're on the verge of something big, that you're about to expand your limits. Facing fear is not about being fearless, but about taking action despite the fear. It's about acknowledging that the discomfort you feel is part of the journey, not the end of it. You are strong enough to face whatever comes your way. And the more you face your fears, the more you realize that they don't have the power to stop you. You've survived every moment of fear you've faced so far, and you'll survive this one too. But each time you face it, you get a little stronger, a little braver, and a little closer to becoming the person you're meant to be. Fear doesn't have to be the enemy. It's a sign that you're on the right path, doing something worth pursuing. So embrace it. Step forward and know that the discomfort will fade as you move through it and emerge stronger on the other side. The pit you find yourself facing may seem like an inescapable hole, something that traps you and makes you feel lost or defeated. It's easy to look at your struggles and see them as setbacks, obstacles that stand in your way. You might even feel as though you've been punished for something, like the weight of your past decisions is coming back to haunt you. But the truth is, the pit you're standing at the edge of is not a punishment. It is an opportunity for transformation. It is in these moments of hardship that the foundation for your growth is built. Struggle, though uncomfortable, is the catalyst that allows you to break free from your limitations and become something stronger than you were before. When you're deep in the thick of a difficult situation, it can be hard to see beyond the immediate pain or discomfort. You may feel like everything you've worked for is slipping through your fingers and there's no way out. But remember that growth doesn't come from the easy moments. It comes from facing challenges that seem impossible and choosing to keep going even when you don't know what the outcome will be. The pit you find yourself in is not a symbol of failure, but a training ground for resilience. It's a place where you are tested, and through that testing you learn just how strong you can be. Every challenge you face, no matter how big or small, is an opportunity to develop a strength you may not even realize you have. Strength in struggle isn't just about enduring the hard times. It's about finding the lessons within them. It's about understanding that every difficulty you encounter has something to teach you, something that will serve you in the future. The pit might feel isolating, but it's also the place where you can learn to rely on your inner strength. It's in this moment of hardship that you realize your capacity to rise, to keep pushing forward despite the odds. It's not about avoiding the struggle, but learning to navigate it with determination, grit, and perseverance. The more you face and overcome, the stronger you become. Many people see their struggles as reasons to give up, to quit. They believe that if things are difficult, it means they're on the wrong path. But struggle is a part of the path to success. It is in the toughest moments that you find out who you truly are and what you're capable of. You may think that the pit is something that's holding you back, but it's actually the very thing that will launch you into a new chapter of your life. As you work your way through the discomfort and the pain, you build a deeper level of resilience and determination that will serve you well as you move forward. Without the struggle, you would never know the depth of your strength. So, don't shy away from the pit. Don't fear the challenge. Instead, see it for what it truly is, a chance to grow, to transform, and to prove to yourself that you are capable of more than you ever thought possible. You may be in the middle of a struggle right now, but it won't last forever. And when you emerge from it, you'll be stronger, wiser, and more prepared for the next challenge that comes your way. The pit you've dug is not a place of defeat. It is the forge where you will be shaped into the person you are meant to be. Embrace the struggle, for it is in that struggle that you will find your true power. In moments of challenge, it's easy to lose sight of your own strength and worth. When everything around you seems uncertain and difficult, the most important thing you can do is remember that you have within you the power to rise above it. Self-belief is the foundation that allows you to keep moving forward when the road is rough, the future is unclear, and the obstacles feel insurmountable. It's in these moments, when doubt creeps in and fear takes hold, that you must remind yourself of who you are and what you are capable of. The belief that you can overcome your current situation may not come easily, but it is a choice you must make every single day. Self-belief is not something that is always innate or automatic. It's something you build step by step by proving to yourself that you can handle what life throws your way. Your past has shown you that you are more resilient than you may give yourself credit for. Think back to the times in your life when you were faced with challenges that seemed impossible, yet you found a way through them. Those moments, though difficult, were not defining failures. They were proof that you are capable of far more than you realize. Your strength lies not in avoiding hardship, but in the way you face it and continue to move forward even when everything inside you wants to give up. This self-belief is born from understanding your past victories, however small they may seem, and knowing that those victories are a testament to your ability to handle adversity. Self-belief is not about expecting perfection or a smooth journey ahead. It's about trusting in your own ability to adapt, grow, and keep moving forward no matter how hard the journey gets. When you face difficulties, it's easy to get consumed by negative thoughts and the voice inside your head telling you that you aren't strong enough or capable enough. But this voice is a lie. The truth is that you have an incredible well of strength inside you, one that you've tapped into before and one that you can tap into again. When you believe in yourself, you stop letting fear or doubt control your actions. Instead, you begin to trust that no matter what comes your way, you have the skills, the resilience, and the inner fortitude to face it head on. There are times when the path to success feels impossible, when the obstacles seem insurmountable, and the effort required to push through feels overwhelming. It's easy to think that success is something that only comes to those who have it easy or those who are naturally gifted. But the truth is that success is often built through sheer perseverance. It is not the person who avoids the struggle, but the one who faces it head on and keeps moving forward step by step, who ultimately reaches the finish line. Perseverance is the key that unlocks the door to success. And it's something that can carry you through even the toughest of times. In every difficult moment, it's important to remind yourself that the struggle you are facing right now is not permanent. The challenges you are encountering may feel overwhelming, but they are temporary, and your ability to push through them is what will shape your future. Hard work and determination are not easy virtues to uphold. In fact, there will be times when it feels like you've hit a wall, when every effort seems fruitless, and when you wonder if all the work you're putting in is ever going to pay off. But in those moments, remind yourself that success is not about getting everything right on the first try, nor is it about avoiding failure. Success is about getting back up each time you fall, about continuing to push forward even when it feels like progress is nowhere to be seen. It's about believing that if you keep going, you will eventually reach the place you're meant to be. The truth is, perseverance is a muscle that strengthens over time. The more you practice it, the more resilient you become. When you face setbacks, it's easy to become discouraged, to lose faith in your ability to succeed. But if you can push through the tough times, you will come out stronger on the other side. Each challenge you face, each failure you encounter, is an opportunity to learn and grow. The resilience you build today will help you face even bigger challenges in the future. So don't look at your struggles as roadblocks. See them as opportunities to sharpen your skills, to learn what works and what doesn't, and to prove to yourself that you are capable of going further than you ever thought possible. Perseverance isn't just about working hard in the face of adversity. It's about maintaining your focus and keeping your vision clear, even when things aren't going the way you expected. There will be moments of doubt, moments when it feels like your efforts are in vain. But in those moments, Remind yourself that success is never immediate. It's a journey that takes time, and every step you take, no matter how small, is a step closer to achieving your goals. Every time you push through difficulty, you build the foundation for future success. Your ability to persevere in the face of adversity is what will ultimately set you apart. In the end, the power of perseverance is that it transforms you. It doesn't just lead to success in the external sense. It changes who you are, molding you into someone who understands that true success is earned through grit, patience, and resilience. It's the process of overcoming challenges that prepares you for the success that awaits. When you look back at the journey you've taken, you will realize that the hard work and determination you showed during the tough times were the very things that made you strong enough to achieve everything you set out to do. So, keep going. Every effort, no matter how small, brings you closer to the success you deserve. The strength you build through perseverance will carry you further than you can imagine. Every step you take from this moment forward represents a fresh start, a new beginning that holds immense potential for growth, success, and transformation. You may feel that where you are right now is the end of a chapter, a place where it's difficult to see beyond the current struggle. But what you may not realize is that while this may seem like an ending, it is in fact a beginning. Each decision you make from here can shape your future, and every action you take is an opportunity to start anew. The past, with all its successes and failures, has laid the groundwork for you to step into the next phase of your life, where new opportunities and experiences await. A new beginning does not mean that everything before it was in vain, or that the past holds no value. Instead, it means that you've reached a point where you are ready to use what you've learned to create something new. Every challenge you've faced, every setback you've encountered, has been part of a journey that has equipped you with the wisdom, strength, and resilience to move forward. This moment is not a closing door, but an invitation to walk through a new one. The experiences you've gathered, both the good and the bad, are the tools you need to navigate what lies ahead. You've built the foundation, and now it's time to lay the first stone of what will be your future. As you step into this new beginning, it's important to understand that the path ahead is yours to create. No matter how uncertain or challenging the road may seem, the key to success is realizing that you hold the power to shape it. Each step you take is one that carves a new direction, one that can take you to places you've never been before. This is your opportunity to redefine your path, to set new goals, and to pursue them with everything you have. You are not bound by the limitations of the past, and the future is full of infinite possibilities that are waiting for you to explore. In every new beginning, there will be obstacles and challenges to overcome. It's easy to look at them and feel discouraged, but these challenges are not meant to stop you, they are meant to strengthen you. Each challenge is a chance to test your resolve, to push your boundaries, and to discover new parts of yourself. The road to success is never smooth, but it is always worth the effort. As you face each obstacle with determination, you'll realize that every step forward is a victory, every small win a part of a larger achievement. It is in those moments of difficulty that your character is built and your true potential begins to emerge. With each step you take from here, you are not simply moving forward in time, you are moving forward in purpose. You are building a new reality, one step at a time, creating a path that leads to your success. The beauty of a new beginning is that it allows you to start fresh, to leave behind anything that no longer serves you, and to move forward with a clearer sense of direction and purpose. This is the time to embrace what lies ahead, to let go of the past, and to boldly walk toward the success that awaits you. Every step you take from here is a step towards something greater, something more fulfilling, and something that is entirely yours to create. So take that step, knowing that your new beginning is the first of many steps toward a bright future.